What's up, Soul Fam and everyone out there in the world? This is Nihility to Entity Tarot, and I'm going to be doing a Virgo general reading from the dates of July 4th to the 15th. Now, this is a general reading, so not everything that you'll be able to hear will apply. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, Virgo is more mutable earth, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and being practical. And Virgo, the Virgo constellation itself was born out of the 6th house of work, schedule, and routine, as well as health. So you guys are really on top of health as well. Now, moving on to the reading, I'm going to pull 9 cards out of the Celtic Tarot deck and 1 overall card. Then I'm going to clarify it with the Rider-Waite deck, and then pull 3 cards out of the Moonology Oracle deck. Now, let's get started with this reading. I'm going to shuffle this 3 more times, and then we will begin. Two, and 3. Okay. Now let's lay down the cards. Okay, now with the overall card is the 4 of Pentacles. Now the 4 of Pentacles is a card of not wanting to let go of something. I feel like you're really hanging on to holding on to something. And with the 4 of Pentacles, and this 4 of Pentacles specifically is a man blindfolded, and he's trying to pick up grass over here, but he's failing to realize that there is pentacles or flowers just next to him, but he can't see it because he's blindfolded. So whatever you're holding on to may be blinding you from what these actual gifts are, or these actual people that are for you are. Now, with the 6 of Wands, this is a card of victory. Okay, this is a card of victory. So I feel like you're in a very victorious place at the moment, and I feel like good things are around you. Moving on to the Chariot. The Chariot is you striving forward to what you want and moving toward that without holding back at all. You're going after what you want, and you're moving along in life, striving for what you want and what you desire. Now, with the next card being the 10 of Cups, this is you in a home, happy home, happiness and abundance. In the emotional realm, you have people around you that are supporting you. I feel like I also feel like you are in a very good place at the moment, and I feel like you need to know that you are in a good place at the moment. Now, with the next card being the 7 of Cups, this is a choice, and you might have choices that you're needing to make. But there's a lot of choices that you are looking at, a lot of things that you're wanting to do, and you're having to confront these choices and make them based off of your highest good. And I advise you to make these choices based off of your highest good. Now, the next card that you have is the Strength card. So this is you being strong, you and your power. and you hanging in there and being tough throughout whatever emotional funk you might be in or whatever is going on in your life. Mind you, we are all in unstable season, so things are very unstable at the moment. But with the know-how, you can be strong by knowing that thoughts and feelings are not yours and they are merely influences from the external world. And you as a spirit being no thing has the power to walk over these thoughts and feelings, aka walk on light, aka walk on water. Now, the next card that you get is the Queen of Wands. So you are acting in your independence, being very passionate about what you want to do, what you got going on, and how, well, not how, but what you got going on. I feel like you are striving for what you want and what you desire, very much so, both with the Queen of Wands and the Chariot. So, the next card that you get is the Four of Swords. So this is you taking a rest, you finding being able to relax and enjoy yourself, you being able to be in a clear mind. I feel like there has been a lot going on in the past or recently, and you're finally able to take a break. This full moon in Capricorn that we just had transitioned over Pluto, so there was a lot of transformation that happened during this time, and a lot of reading out and purging out that we did, in which I see you doing so, and the outcome is you being able to rest and relax. Now, your next card is the Knight of Swords. So you got 1, 2, 3 cards saying that you're going after what you want, going after what you desire and what you feel you are being called to. But do your best to not attach yourself to desires, and know that everything is light, and you manifest whatever you want based off of what your thoughts, or what thoughts you agree with, and what thoughts you, and what emotions you agree with. But you are going after what you want. Now, the last card that you get is the Nine of Wands. So I feel like you're you've been through a lot. You are fighting off any thoughts or feelings that are coming up in your current situation, stemming from, and these thoughts and feelings stemming from the past situations that you've been in. And I see you doing your best to not put these thoughts and feelings into the present moment. Now, I'm going to clarify these cards. Okay, so the first card, the Four of Pentacles, is clarified by the Eight of Cups. So what you're holding on to and what you're not wanting to let go is something that you need to walk away from. This is something that you need to leave in the past. This is something that you're walking around from, but you're not feeling like you can't let go. But you can. All you have to do is take off the blindfold and see that the flowers of the Pentacles is just a little bit to the side. But what you need to do, what you're needing to do in order to see that, is walk away. And sometimes it's hard to walk away because we care about people or care about situations or want something to go in a certain way. But it doesn't always work like that. And when at the end of the day, you need to do what's best for your highest good and what's best for your for you and your individuality and your life. So at the end of the day, you only got yourself. You're gonna have a partner, right? But while you're having a partner, at the end of the day, when you guys are in bed, you're still with your own thoughts and feelings individually. Even though you guys might be together, connected together physically, and connected together emotionally, connected together spiritually, you guys are still individuals and building each other up. Okay? So, Six of Wands is clarified by the Hierophant. So, being committed to yourself is bringing you a sense of victory, which goes to the Four of Pentacles. You got to commit to yourself. You got to commit to what feels good for you, what feels right for you, what you feel called to do. Now, the Chariot is clarified by the Nine of Wands. Okay, so you have two Nine of Wands. So there's a lot of experiences that you have gone through, a lot of things that you have been through in the past, and you are very experienced. But from experience comes wisdom. So remember this wisdom. Remember what you've been through and the lessons that you have learned. And be like the guy on the card. You are like the guy in the card, which is wounded and has been through a lot of stuff, like I said. But those are those experiences are what made you who you are today. Now with the Ten of Cups, you get the Ten of Pentacles. So this is emotional happiness and abundance, as well as material happiness and abundance. And you are in a really good place at the moment. I feel like you needed to transform some things and walk away from things that no longer serve you. But in doing so, it has put you in a place of happiness and abundance, both in the emotional realm and the material realm. Now, with the Seven of Cups, you get the Moon. So, this is your intuition, or this is the unknown. But I feel like this is the intuition, because the Moon is your feelings, and the intuition comes from how you truly feel inside. So, with your intuition, you're following your intuition and choosing what's best for you. You're following your intuition, that little voice in your head, which is actually you talking to yourself. And following your intuition and following what you feel guided towards. Now, with the Strength card, you get the Queen of Wands. Okay? So, with the Queen of Wands, you have two Queen of Wands. You have two Queen of Wands. You got, what else? You got two Nine of Wands as well. And this is saying that you're really going after what you want during this time, which is good. Don't go after what you think others should should have you go after. Don't conform to nothing except your own individuality. Excuse me. Except your own individuality and who you are as a person. What feels right to you, not what feels right to anybody else. Now it's clarifying the Strength card. So you're being strong in this. You're being strong and going after what you want and holding that strength. Okay? Now, with the Queen of Wands, you get the King of Pentacles. So, the King of Pentacles is you being in your, you making it to the top and feeling like you have everything that you want and need. You could be a little selfish during this time because the King had to travel from the Ace all the way to said King to get where he is today. So you have been through a lot. You've cultivated, you've grown, you've planted your seeds. They have sprouted, and you don't want to lose them. But do your best to be take the role of what this card also means, which is being a loving father figure. They don't necessarily mean to be a father in itself, but to just carry that father-like energy. Now with the Four of Swords, you get Five of Swords. So you go from the Four of Swords to the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords clarifying the Four of Swords. So in order for you to rest, you had to go through some type of defeat. Okay? You had to defeat, because after the Five of Swords is the Six of Swords, which is you transitioning to a better place. And you have to accept it. It's best for you and your highest good to accept its defeat and know that you need to walk away. And in doing so will bring you both emotional and material abundance. And in resting, meditating, and this is what your intuition is telling you to do, is to accept defeat. Accept that things don't always go the way we wanted. Accept the things that they don't always go the way they planned. And it's okay for that to happen. I know I'm a Virgo Libra myself, so I understand the Virgo energy. I also have a Jupiter in Virgo, so we tend to be wanting to be in this perfectionist type of characteristic. Okay? So, with the Knight of Swords, you get the Five of Pentacles. So you're coming out of the cold, right? By accepting defeat. You feel like you're coming out of the cold by walking away from things that no longer serve you, right? Because the Knight of Swords is you rushing towards something else, but the Five of Pentacles is what was clarified, but for others, this could be you rushing into feeling like you are in the cold. Alright, so some of y'all, I feel like you're coming out of the cold, and which you're leaving things that are not no longer serving you. And for others, I feel like you are also I have a Libra stellium, so sometimes thoughts leave my head. But anyways, you are leaving what no longer serves you, which may make you feel like you're being left out in the cold. Which is making you feel like you're being left out in the cold. So, with the Nine of Wands, you get the Knight of Cups. So, you are having to fight off thoughts and feelings because you want to extend your love to people, to others. But since you've been through a lot with two Nines of Wands here, this might be a little difficult to do. Alright? Because you've been through a lot of experiences. You've been through a lot of battles in your life. But you're wanting to share your love with others. And you're fighting off these thoughts and feelings. And what is to go after what you want and share your love with others. Now, let's pull 3 cards from the Moonology Oracle deck to end the reading off. Let's see what Mother Moon wants to say to you. So, okay. And mind you, these cards are a little screwy. They got kind of wet. So, some of them are not well. I have new ones coming in as soon as possible. So, just bear with me. With the full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. It's time to release whatever doesn't serve you. It's time to release what no longer is for your highest good. And to release those. To walk away. To know that it is time to walk away. And it is time to accept defeat and move on. And this is, your intuition is telling you to do so. Okay? So, The second numerology card that you get is Waning Moon. So this is, what do you need to release? So what do you need to release? What is it that you need to walk away from and accept defeat? And coming out of places which may feel like you're going into the cold by yourself, and you may feel alone in doing so. But it's, what do you need to release? And this ties into, it's time to release negativity. Now, with the last card that you get, New Moon in Sagittarius. So luck is on your side. So know that luck is on your side by leaving what doesn't serve you, by being committed to what you feel is right for you, to act in your independence and being strong while doing so. Okay? And in doing so, know that luck is on your side. Now, this will be the end of this reading. I hope this helped. And until I will be back during the middle of July for your mid-month readings. And until then, peace.